one of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Chicago Bears. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Here's Huntley. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. First down, this is Geis. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Huntley. The throw taken in by Sims. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Washington.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
so often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McDonald, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 3rd down, McDonald, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on 2nd down. Monroe is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Monroe. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
Nothing after one on EA Sports.
Washington 3, Bears nothing.
On 1st and 10, Monroe, he'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Bears 7, Washington 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Washington.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Khalil Mack in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Complete.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Huntley. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Huntley. He'll buy some time right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
Well, how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
On first down, McDonald. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Bears 14, Washington 3.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A gain of 39 that time.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
Off play action. Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Off the play fake. Huntley. And he'll find Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Huntley. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to number 17.
Terry McLaurin, his third touchdown now on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he powers his way up past the 30.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Monroe gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Watch a slant, watch a slant. I'm coming after you.
Throwing on 1st down. Monroe. And he completes it to Cohen. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 57 is the ball. Check right, check right. Street. 57, Mike 57. In your face.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
From the gun, Monroe. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Monroe. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
A 34-yard attempt.
And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Huntley. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Steven Sims. Incomplete. Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Huntley. Thomas brings it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
At the 29-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Monroe. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Off the play fake. Monroe. He's going to rifle one. It got his man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play there for the Bears on 3rd. 42 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McDonald. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Operating from the gun. Monroe. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
57, Mike, 57. Let's go, D. Let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
the ball.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Monroe. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now this time he'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 9.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It's a quarterback sneak, and the ball is knocked out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Down and 2.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Let's go.
From the gun, Monroe. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Huntley. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Huntley to throw. Open man here, Sims complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Geis try to get to the outside. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds McLaurin. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Huntley. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off play action. Huntley. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in hours, right, the overall game sheet, but you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Washington going to send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw from his end zone. Monroe, he sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 99 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. So how about that for a backbreaker? Again, 99 yards.
And how about the audacity of the play call? When you're backed up that close to your goal line, usually you're just trying to run some type of a wedge play, a quarterback sneak, a dive, anything to try and create some room and take care of the ball. but that's confidence in your offensive line that they'll protect the guy throwing it, and he finds his guy for 99 yards. I love what they just did.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Washington.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, Huntley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
First down, Washington.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to number
A 14-yard touchdown. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Washington 18. Greg Zuerlein set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
3rd down and 9.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
55 is Mike, 55. Stay with your man. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Operating from the gun. Monroe gonna let one fly for Robinson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
On 1st down, Monroe gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And the Chicago Bears are in the end zone. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
At their own 23-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun, Huntley. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Washington.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, McDonald, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
The tackle.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. McDonald. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Washington, 18.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
Coming to you, coming to you. Come on, baby.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, Huntley. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
They should have put a
And
stamp on me
Johnson
in the locker room.
lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
Yeah, you'd
quarter.
say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Bears 42. Washington 18.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The quarterback sacked. A loss of 5 yards. Another 3 and out. Today's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall